Oh, there's one. Oh, I see it. It's right there.
Oh,
Yeah!
Fun little fact, I am terrified of heights, and somehow I always find myself in them.
Uncharted territory here. I've never done this before.
We've got a river otter right here, so cool.
Mona, are you ready? Are you ready for adventure?
Welcome back to Kenny Adventures. I'm Chris.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And back behind you on the camera is our friend Joyce. And we find ourselves here in the wonderful land of enchantment of New Mexico in our most favorite campground in all of the United States.
We've been here 3 times and it's by far the best. The spots are spaced out, they have hot showers, and you are lakeside in a desert.
And the reason we're here is we're driving from Texas to do all the things, because we currently live in South Texas, to do all the things that we can't do in Texas. And that's why we're in New Mexico and headed north.
So last video we were off-roading and shooting on public land. Oh, whoa!
And in this video, we're going to be packing up here and headed further north and hopefully find some trout, some snow, some skiing, and some other fun things. But first, I think we're gonna have a little breakfast and maybe go take a walk, because we've been driving a lot in the last few days.
Oh, were you crying because you were left out?
Oh no, I wasn't in the video.
Oh no. And we got a little too fat for our jacket. Yeah.
It's pretty tight in here, but we're making it work. For breakfast, we're gonna go something pretty quick and pretty simple, but still very hot and very brown. We're gonna have a oatmeal bar, kind of like a continental breakfast at a hotel. So we have our H-E-B protein oatmeal. We have our toppings, or our mix-ins, if you will. We have some pitted dried date. The dates, they were whole dates, so I chopped them. As a human being that currently has a cracked molar in the back of my head, I am very wary right now about biting into something hard, so I went through and chopped up the dates and made them more presentable.
Aw, you did such a good job.
Yeah.
Tread wife life for the win. So Joyce, how are you enjoying sleeping down here?
It's been a luxury.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The extra leg warm, courtesy of Mona.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. The dog body warming.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, as long as you're comfortable.
I am.
We're not
It's been
making
a luxury.
good, good.
It's a soup.
Do you like yours soup, or do you like yours food?
Do you like it runny or thick and chunky?
Thick and chunky.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to do another one.
Wow.
The oatmeal bar.
This is fancy.
This is how we treat our guests.
Really fancy.
It's a hot brown, and you can add more brown, as much brown as you want.
They have that little company. They're like, they look too smart.
I just realized it probably looks like I'm walking around with a beer because it's a red Solo cup. It's just an energy drink poured into a cup. Wow. I'm not like that. Shoot you on one last time.
Wow.
Bones, bones, bones.
Mountain Mayans.
Ooh.
It's so pretty here. If you're traveling across the country and you're going north or south or east or west, somehow this Santa Rosa State Park campground that's on this lake right here is seems to always be handy for us. And if you're traveling across the country, I recommend it too.
It's right off of 40. Most people just stay at the hotels, but if you go another 15 minutes off the interstate, you can camp here. And I'd much rather camp here than a hotel.
They have doubled the price since we were here last year, but it's still only $30 and it's still $100 cheaper than you're probably gonna find a hotel for after all the fees and everything. And then you get this.
This is relaxing. It's cold, but it's still much better.
Yeah, very pretty here.
Yeah. I grabbed this maybe for the dog. I think she'd like it. She chewed on one last
I hope
time.
it's not a person's. That's all I can.
Well, I don't want to touch it anymore.
It might be.
No.
Where would this be too small? Maybe even here a kid, but here.
Let's see if it's like a car. No, I don't know why I have to
Because it's got a bow, it might be a radius or ulna in your arm.
We just got back from our hike and it is time for us to hit the road again. So we're gonna pack up all of our stuff, take the camper down and head back on the road. We have a few hours to our next destination, so we'll see you then. Come on. There you go. Good girl.
You were looking for anything that wasn't the same. It was struggle against enemies with no names.
We've made it to beautiful Taos, New Mexico, and this place is absolutely ridiculously beautiful, and the whole drive here was amazing.
The best backdrop, or one of the best backdrops of a town we've ever seen, and it has unique architecture while you're driving through the town.
And we thought, what better way to celebrate than a fast food hamburger?
So, what's unique to New Mexico? The Green Hatch chili.
Yep. And Blake's Lottaburger is a New Mexican chain that we've never been to, and I'm always down to try a regional new fast food chain. So we're gonna go try Blake's Lottaburger, and then we're gonna go find a fun place to take it and eat it. Very excited for this. This is we just got the, I think, kind of like their number one, which is a double patty cheeseburger with this delicious Hatch chili condiment on top. I'm just very excited because behind us is the Rio Grande, and this is the Rio Grande when it has trout in it. And later we're going to try to get down in that canyon to some hot springs and some possible trout fishing.
So, bon appetit. I've never had a bad burger, so I don't think it means anything, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's super good. But you've literally never seen us eat anything on this channel ever that we said was bad. So, but this is equally good to everything else we eat on this channel.
That's true. You holding on to the rail?
OMG!
Fun little fact, I am terrified of heights, and somehow I always find myself in them, and I hate them. But this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Our camera woman is also terrified of heights, so. But you can't run away from this because you're going to run into the middle of a highway. You got to stay on the sidewalk.
Oh,
Why'd you walk in the middle? You're doing good. You're doing really good. Two people terrified of heights right now.
Don't like that. It's beautiful, though. Got that. Oh, it moves when the cars go. Got a pretty hawk right here, though, coming at us.
Ooh. Oh, it does vibrate.
I'm elated to have my 2 feet back soundly on terra firma, and I think our camera operator friend Joyce is also just as excited to be back down here on the ground.
Now what we're going to do, what we've seen from the top, we're going down into the bottom, into the Rio Grande Gorge Canyon.
I want to see if we can take our collapsible fishing rods and hike down in there today and get on some trout. I would love to do a trout catch and cook. Every time I say that, every time I preface a video with that, it's almost always, we're not going to catch any fish. But we're going to take a beautiful hike and we have our fishing rods regardless. So let's enjoy some more New Mexico.
All we wanted was anything new. Most importantly, freedom to move. Relying on our old 7.3 to get us up above the trees. We couldn't wait to see that sunrise, taking salvation in that New Mexico sky. It was one of those Milky Way nights, and the sky opened up and shined. Those big city lights drowned out by the New Mexico sky, singing songs from 2005. Oh, alive tonight.
It's your first bighorn sheep. We have made it to the bottom of the gorge right here along the Rio Grande River, and it is beautiful, deep, and moving quite fast, so I think it might be promising for some trout.
I sure hope so. If not,
This is one of the most beautiful hikes I've ever been on. This is stunning. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing land of enchantment day here. And I think everywhere I look around us is going to be a mountain lion. And I would love to one day finally see one. And every time I think we're in a perfect place for one, and today's one of those days. This looks like a perfect place to see a mountain lion.
Well, at least Joyce got to see her first bighorn sheep. Hey. She's doing a checklist one by one,
Check 'em
species
off.
of America.
Unfolded our eagle claw. We've got our little handmade shiner buck lure on here. I don't think it'll catch anything, but we have caught fish on these before. Saltwater and freshwater fish, so it'd be nice to do a trout on one of these. We'll see. I doubt it.
Oh, there's one. Oh, I see it. It's right there. Oh, it looked at it. Oh, oh! It thought about it.
We're fishing for about 20 minutes now. We had one trout chase our custom-made lure, but didn't actually bite it. But at least we know that there's a fish in here, and at least they're quasi-interested in what lure we're throwing. So that's something.
He's still there. He's just right there into the corner.
I think that, yeah, they're there.
Oh, yeah! Oh, it got off. Goodbye. They're just not interested at all? They're just sitting there? Yeah!
Oh, finally. Hours and hours.
Yeah!
Let's see what we got here in New Mexico. Look at that pretty fish. Look how pretty for our first New Mexico fish. What a successful day. This is about 1,000 casts and putting everybody else on a Raton death march. But we finally caught a fish, so very excited.
Is this gonna be your first time eating trout?
Yes.
Wow!
I'm so excited.
This is a very pretty brown trout, and they do really well in the United States, but they're not actually from the United States. They're from Europe, but they're pretty much anywhere there's trout water in the United States now. There's brown trout. They were stocked, and they're good to eat, but they're not native.
That's an old school bag from my dad. All the way from Montana, North Carolina, and now here.
Enchantment.
There you go.
All right, another little brown trout. Look at that. We might actually have enough to make a dinner after all. Pretty brown trout. So we've got a river otter right here. So cool. All right, we're just now beating the sun behind the canyon. It took us a lot longer to catch a couple of fish than I thought it was going to. We're all pretty tuckered, and now we just got to head back up that mountain there, and then up to the top of that where our truck is. So
Then we eat.
all right.
Something hot and brown.
I don't think pictures can give justice to this. Can't believe we're the only ones here. Thank you, Rio Grande.
up here, we just have some whipped butter. We've gotten to where we use whipped butter for everything. It spreads easier. You get a little bit less butter by volume, but I absolutely love it. So we got our salted butter in there. Now we've got our old school krill here. And I'm going to take these brown trout out for our hot brown. Hopefully they flatten out from our hike back. After I cook it, I'm going to scrape it off the bones. I'm going to season it with miso powder. In the back pot, I have some shells and cheese, just like the box Velveeta shells and cheese kind. And then inside of it, I put some black-eyed peas. The idea is to try to make this kind of like a lobster mac and cheese from a restaurant. And that because there's not a ton of fish here, just like in the restaurant, you don't get a ton of lobster. It's mostly mac and cheese.
We have an amazing backdrop here. That is the Taos ski valley with the snow on the top. So very pretty, very beautiful mountainous background with this high desert in between. Those are some crazy teeth in there. That is nuts. Definitely a predator.
Oh yeah. Yeah, good girl.
She came because she smells something in the pan and she usually gets fishtails.
Oh yeah, we love fishtail.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, how convenient. Have you ever had one of those? Go over there. Go over there. Be easy. Well, we just swallowed it whole.
If you wonder where Joyce is, she's on a work call. She's standing at the top of a mountain somewhere over here trying to get a bar of cell service. So we hope she returns. But if not, we must go on. This channel must survive. So
I thought we just killed her from the hiking portion. I thought we might have murdered the cameraman.
almost there.
Just going vertically up into the air. Coming right off the bone. This is probably the best way to cook trout, honestly, just because they have so many tiny, fine, flexible bones that if you tried to fillet this, you'd just get a lot of bones and a lot of meat missing anyway. So look at that. Trying to eat around all of those. That's crazy. Almost there.
Uncharted territory here. I've never done this before, but what I think would be good is to take some more butter, of course, and flop it in the pan.
Of course.
And when we say, of course, more butter, it's because I genuinely enjoy the stuff. This is white miso powder. And my idea is to re-cook, kind of fry the trout. It's been all nicely deboned, probably at least 65% deboned. Is to take some white miso powder and sprinkle it on there. Fry it in that butter a little bit. And I had the Velveeta packet sitting right beside the burner, so it flopped out really nice. Probably could have picked some better words, but that's what it did. That miso, it smells delicious.
It smells so good.
It smells very umami in here.
Not udaddy.
No. You notice we even went a little bit nicer on the bowls for this. I thought this would look a little better. Miso trout.
That looks so good. Whoa.
And I'm gonna put just a little black pepper. Hot brown from a hot brown trout just out of the canyon this morning here in New Mexico. That tastes like a $30 plate of mac and cheese.
Really?
That is absolutely delicious.
Might as well light it up with golden hour lighting. Whoa, the trout is so good. Okay, that might be a win. It's like a miso crust on the trout. That was really, really good. Wow. Okay, caught fresh today. Eating it in the place that we caught it. Delicious.
All right, we'll see you guys next video. We're going to finish crushing this, and hopefully we don't have to do a search and rescue and go find Joyce. And next video, we're going to try to get to some snow, maybe somewhere up here, and then maybe also try to find a hot spring somewhere in here. So
Somewhere around here.
I'm not sure.
More videos to come, though, nonetheless, from Candy Adventures. So we'll see you next time. I bet you're allergic to whatever this is. Oh. That's so dirty.
I was looking for some different terrain.
You excited?
You were
What did he do?
looking for